Right, turn the TV down.
Good morning, guys and girls. Rob here with Keith White. Keith,
And
how you
Hannah.
doing? How you doing this
And
morning?
I'm good.
And who's your
I'm
buddy?
right here. This is Hannah, one of my two cats. She has been here pretty much all morning.
DeMarco Farr, if you want to go live with us, even with COVID, I've came on here three different times in my life with COVID. So if you decide you want to, all you got to do is say, I want to go
And I
live.
felt like crap yesterday.
Yeah. I'm not feeling the greatest today, but I'm hanging in there. Utah last night gets upset by Oregon State 21-7. Utah until they get that quarterback back, they're in trouble. They're in some serious trouble. Utah is going to be more than a one-loss team. They're in some trouble, and Oregon State with a one loss. So now Washington State, I think they're undefeated. Washington, USC, all undefeated. UCLA has already got a loss, so we'll see what happens. USC, UCLA next week. What's up, Tim? Good morning, jabronis. Yes, sir. We invited Tim in this morning as well. Penn State Northwestern. That's going to be the 12 o'clock game Eastern time today. Keith, 25.5 points. Penn State, how you liking this one? They're going to Northwestern, giving up 25.
I think if Penn State plays, if they take the game seriously, and why wouldn't a team? They'll cover that. I don't see Northwestern. They had to change coaches and stuff at the end of the year, didn't they? Because of hazing rules and being broken, and might have been some other issues as well.
Pat Fitzgerald, I think.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Yeah,
and he seemed to do pretty good with that program. But they just Northwestern hasn't really had a good game this year.
They hadn't played well. They hadn't played good from start to finish.
They haven't looked even like as good as Iowa, the team that.
No. And Iowa got stalked by this team. Now,
Northwestern might put a few points on the board, but they're not.
And they're at home. That's the only two good things I can say. But I'm gonna give this kind of. I'm gonna give this. You can give a score out if you want to. I'm gonna say 44-17, Penn State.
I would say something like 41-10.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say if either way, I think Penn State might not give up as much as 17, but that sounds pretty close. Yeah. USC going to visit Deion and the boys in Colorado today. 23 points is what USC is favored by, and they've known to give up a lot of points. USC going to cover today, Keith. 23.
Yeah, because USC is going to score a lot of points. I'm not convinced that Colorado is going to score quite as many points as they did in those first couple of games. Yeah, USC does give up some points, but again, lines. I just worry about the offensive and defensive lines of Colorado. I think Sanders will probably get sacked a few times, and they'll score some points, but I think it's going to be like a 45-20 game. So, I mean, it won't be covering by much, but
right. Let's give you guys the what's happened this year. USC was at home against San Jose State and won 56-28. So it was 28 points. They were at home against Nevada, and they just absolutely trounced them 66-14. Then they were home against Stanford, 56-10. We know Stanford's not very good. Then they went to Arizona State last week and won 42-28, 14 points. I don't think it covered. I think USC can score 40 and 50 points, but Colorado's one thing they've got is speed. And I just think Colorado will put points on the board today. We'll see. If they don't, it's going to be a long day. 48-31. Colorado covers, USC wins. Next one we have is Florida going to Kentucky. Florida going to Kentucky. Kentucky is a 3-point home favorite. Think we got a good game here, Keith?
I don't really know much about Florida this year, so it's not a game I would bet on for sure. I'm only seeing Kentucky favored by 1 on CBS.
Oh, okay.
Florida's the
This was early in the week. This was early in week 3.
What? Let me look at Florida's schedule so far.
They've
winning against Tennessee was impressive. That loss to Utah wasn't.
Right. But
Bank, McNeese,
Utah was playing better football then, too. I will say that much.
Charlotte. Kentucky, I know they had a good quarterback last year. I don't know what their quarterback is this year. They won easily all 4 games. I guess I just have a sense that Florida will probably eke out a win here.
Mm-hmm. So you would take a point or 3 points in my case here. You'd take your 3 points and run.
If I had to, yeah.
I would too. This is what I think of. I mean, you can give a score if you like to. 30-28 Florida. That's what I like. 30-28.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say Anna. 30. That might be a little high. I was going to say 34, but 28-24. It'll be close.
And you think Florida wins a game outright? Yeah. I agree. I like you on that one. Georgia and Auburn. I'll go first this time. Georgia is a 15 and a hook favorite over Auburn, and they're going to Auburn. This is what Auburn has done this year. They were at home against UMass, the powerful UMass, and they beat them 59-14. Then they had to go to California.
Does UMass scary?
Huh?
You think there's anything scary about UMass?
No.
What?
And Auburn won that game 14-10. Then they beat Samford, not Samford and Son, just Samford, 45.
Yeah, the Son wasn't there.
The Son wasn't
actually,
there.
I had an M in it though, didn't
it? Then they went to A&M last week, and they got beat soundly, 27-10. 27-10. A&M beat Auburn. Auburn comes home this week. They're playing Georgia. DeMarco says he smells a trap game. I don't think Auburn is that good a team. I think Hugh Freeze may be looking for a job. Maybe not after this season, but after next. 48-17, a trouncing. Georgia easily covers 15.5. Keith, what do you think?
Yeah, Georgia I don't think is quite as good as they were the last couple of years, but they're still pretty good. They're still a contender for a national title. And Auburn, they seem like they got a lot of pieces to put together yet. So what did you say it was 14 points?
15.5.
Okay, showing 14 here. 15.5. Yeah, I'll say Georgia wins 31 to 31-17. But that would give Auburn a cover. So I wouldn't bet on it, but I'll take
Auburn in the points.
Yeah.
Okay. But you think Georgia? You think Georgia?
Georgia very. If I wasn't thinking of a score, I'd probably say Georgia covers. But since I came up with that score, I'll say Auburn.
Georgia, but you say Georgia soundly double figures beats them, but they just don't cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, if I wasn't picking a score, I think I would have said Georgia covers. But then I came up with a score, and they don't with the score I came up with.
Yep.
So,
and next we got Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan going to travel to Nebraska. 18-point favorite on the road going to Nebraska.
Trap game.
Go for it, Keith. Yep. Tell us what you think.
It. I don't think Nebraska is that bad. I mean, they lost to Colorado, a game I think they could have won had they run the ball more. But they were getting good pressure on their quarterback. If they would have just kept the ball more, if their quarterback hadn't fumbled a couple of snaps, they hadn't tried to pass as much as they did, which I don't remember what the numbers of runs and passes were, but it seemed like they could have dedicated or committed to the run a lot more than they did.
Right.
But so then going against Michigan, will they play a smart offense?
18 points. Will Michigan beat them?
I think Michigan's defense is going to be a little bit too much for Nebraska. This is a game, though, that could give Michigan a little bit of trouble.
Do they cover 18? Do they cover 18?
I think they do in the end. I think, yeah, I think something like 38-17. I think they'll start late second quarter, early third quarter. They'll start take over the game, but Nebraska will hang in there for a while.
Dan Mattingly said as good as anybody. Michigan does things that Nebraska does, but just a lot better at it.
Yeah.
They both like to run a football. They both have great run defenses. Michigan's run defense is better than Nebraska's.
Yeah, Michigan
can run the football better. It's all a matter of how much Michigan can throw the football today. I'm not sure they're going to be able to. I don't think they cover this game. They win the game, but by only a touchdown. 35-28. They squeak one out. In fact, I think it'll be 35-21 late, and Nebraska will get a late touchdown to make it closer. What was you going to say?
Is Jim Harbaugh coming back this week?
He was back last week.
Oh, he was back last week? Okay.
He was back last week.
So they won't have that to get it hyped up about that because they're already been there. But yeah, it's a conference game. Michigan, have they played any real test on the road? I don't know if they've even played on the road.
Has Michigan?
What has their road schedule been so far? I don't even really remember them.
Michigan football.
They're always in the big house.
Yeah, they generally play
all season. 30-3. East Carolina, UNLV 35-7. Bowling Green 31.
This is their first road game. This is their first road game, and it's a little late in the season to be doing that. I mean, come on.
And then that game next week, or I guess at Minnesota. Well, that's a rivalry game for them. For some reason, they got that some kind of trophy or something that they a wooden bucket or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Peterson's watching this.
He's got an invite too. I just don't think they cover here. I actually said 35-23 is what I said instead of 35-28, 35-23. But I think Nebraska will keep it close for a while. Next, we got Kansas.
Oh, USA picked up another point in the Ryder Cup, but they're
probably the 9.5, 4.5.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to lose the other two. Group 3, the Europeans are 3 up with 4 to go.
Yeah.
And in the fourth group, the Europeans are 1 up with 4 to go. So the best the Americans can get there is
probably a point. Probably 1 point. Yeah.
Well split, a half point. Yeah.
Kansas at Texas. Texas, Keith, a 17-point favorite. Yeah, Kansas undefeated. Kansas is undefeated.
They beat Illinois pretty soundly. They beat BYU by 11.
Right.
They won it by 7, which could probably be kind of a tricky game for a place to go for a team, out of a Big 8 conference or something, going to Nevada. I mean, sometimes a team like Nevada, you just
right, and then they beat BYU last week.
Yeah,
we might all pick BYU
17. I think Texas is a good team.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points to cover. I don't know if they'll
17.
cover that. Yeah, I don't know if they'll cover that. I think it'll be a fairly high scoring game, I guess. 34 to 24, Texas.
10 points. Okay. I'm actually going 44-21. Texas covering the game. I think they will cover this game.
What did you say?
Next,
44? What was your score?
44-21.
Okay.
23 point win.
You.
Yep. Next, we got Missouri, a 12-point favorite going to Vanderbilt. I'll take this one first. This is a team that knows how to play in the trenches. They can fight it out, and they're able to throw the ball some too. Their defensive backfield scares me a little bit, but not against Vanderbilt in Tennessee. This is 12 points. I don't think they'll have any problem covering this. I'm going 33-10. Missouri kicks them everywhere except in the crotch.
Vanderbilt lost to UNLV.
Yeah. They're a train wreck this year.
And
they
really stayed within 16 points of Wake Forest. They only beat Hawaii by 7. And Alabama A&M they beat by 34. Where Missouri's had some close games. They outside South Dakota where they beat them by 25, 35-10. 4-point win over Middle Tennessee, 3-point win over Kansas State. Yeah, I think Missouri wins. I just think Vanderbilt being at home, though, they might keep it a little closer than
12.
I don't know. Missouri might still cover, but it might not be a blowout. I mean, it might be like one of those where they get some garbage points late. Missouri does.
All right.
I mean, it might not be up by as many as what would cover, but they might cover it late.
Okay.
I'm going to say Missouri. I'll give a weird score, 36 to 16.
Okay. All right. Next, we got
10 or so points late.
LSU going to Ole Miss. LSU had that one bad loss early in the season to Florida State. I mean, they just got trounced by 21 points. And that was in Orlando. Since then, this is LSU's win. 72-10 Grambling, 41-14 Mississippi State, 34-31 Arkansas. And that is not a bad win at all. They're going to Ole Miss this week. Ole Miss coming off that loss to Alabama last week. Lane Kiffin going to be in a real right mood. LSU a 2.5-point favorite. I look at an upset here. I really do. I think Ole Miss at home beats LSU 24-20. I like Ole Miss in this game. Keith?
Yeah, I smell an upset here too. I think Ole Miss. I don't even know if it's an upset. They're at home. These two teams, I don't think, are too far apart. And
I think they're pretty close to being the same, except it's hard to play in Ole Miss.
They've had some good classes, but Ole Miss, I think, pulls one out here.
I gave 24.
Real high scoring, but 24 to 20 maybe.
That's what I gave.
Yeah.
You like it? Okay. All right. Next, we got Oregon, the Ducks. They are going to Stanford. Oregon is a 26.5-point favorite. Keith.
Yeah. Well, Stanford, this might be one of the worst teams they've had in the last couple of decades, huh? 1-3. Who'd they even be? What?
I'll get it right here.
Hawaii.
Hawaii 37-24. They lose to USC 56-10. They lose to Sacramento State at home 30-23. And they lose to Arizona at home 21-20. So this is a third straight home game for Stanford.
Yeah, and Oregon's a really good team. I think if Oregon wanted to, they could probably win by 40, but I'm not sure they will go for that big of a point spread. Although style points are still a thing.
Especially at the Pac-12, especially at Pac-12, it's never had a team in the playoff.
Yeah, I thought I saw something last night where they had two appearances.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe they have.
I don't know if they're counting the championship game so that they had when it was 1 versus 2.
Okay.
Because back then you had Oregon that got in one and USC.
All right. What
Anyway,
kind of score you like here?
Oregon will probably win this one 48 to 13 or something like that.
Wow, I got 51-14. How about that? So that's not far off. Next, we have the Oklahoma Sooners. They're at home today against Iowa State. Iowa State is a 20-point dog in this ball game. And Oklahoma had a little rough time last week in Cincinnati, squeaking out a 20-6 win. They beat Tulsa on the road. So they've had a couple of road games in a row. They're coming back home for the first time in almost a month. They beat SMU soundly 28-11, and they beat Arkansas State 73-0. That's not a huge resume to go on Tulsa and Cincinnati. Iowa State's a step up in competition. I think Oklahoma's going to get tested early. But Iowa State in Norman against this team that's really, really, really good defensively, which I think they're going to win the Big 12. I don't think Texas will. I think Oklahoma is. 20 points is not enough here. 43-21. That might be nice given Iowa State 21. But I say 43-21, Oklahoma covers. Keith?
Yeah, you saw Iowa State. Or did you say that they lost to your Ohio Robcats?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see who they lost
to.
9-6. I did not see who they lost to.
Anyway, yeah, Oklahoma.
20-point favorite here.
Yeah. Normally, Iowa State's a team that would be a team I'd give a little more respect than this year. But Oklahoma, I think, will probably hit the ground running pretty good today. I'll say 35-17, so that's not going to cover.
So you'll take Iowa State in the cover, but Oklahoma to outright win.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We got you there. Next, we have Notre Dame. Game of the week, going to Duke. And Notre Dame is a 5.5 favorite. Tim, what you like?
Notre Dame. Yeah, Duke has been playing some decent games, but Notre Dame.
Look at their schedule.
It's a lot better.
They beat Clemson, but they beat Lafayette.
Yeah, Northwestern.
I don't know whether that was over in England or over in Madison, Lafayette, Northwestern, and Connecticut. The powerhouse trio: Lafayette, Northwestern, and Connecticut. They beat Clemson soundly, but that was week 1. Week 1 to week 5 is a big difference.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame probably wins this one 38-21.
Okay. They're going to be pissed around the gills, too. They got beat around last week, and then they only had 10 men on the field. We find that after the last 2 plays, they had 10 men on the field of the game. 10. I mean, come on. Duke in this ball game is just outmatched. This is the one chance Duke has. If Duke can stop Notre Dame's running game, they got a slight chance. I don't think they can do it. 37-17, 20-point win for the Irish. Next, we got South Carolina going to Tennessee. Tennessee is a 11.5-point favorite. I'll go first this time. I don't see it. This is the same team that put 63 on the board against this team last year. South Carolina put 63 on the board against Tennessee last year. And they've got their same quarterback, Spencer Rattler, back. Tennessee is not that much better this year than they were last year. They're just not. South Carolina in a squeaker. Easily. I mean, they don't 11.5 points, they're not going to need them because they're going to win outright. 31-30, South Carolina in an upset. Keith.
Disagree with you as far as who's going to win the game. I think South Carolina might cover the score, though. I was surprised with the way the Tennessee-Florida game turned out. I thought that would have been closer. I think I even may have picked Tennessee to win that game. But I like Tennessee in this game. I'll say 30 to that might be kind of high, but yeah, 30 to 27. I'll give them the win.
So you said they won't cover, but they'll win.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it goes to overtime. Maybe it goes to overtime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could, and that's the thing. You can have a 4-point. Actually, yeah, you could have a 4-point win if one team kicks a field goal and the other team gets a touchdown. It'd actually be it'd be a 3-point win. They won't kick an extra point in.
Ken Jong. Celebrity guest
Ken Jong. He may be a I don't know. Maybe he's a chef. I'm not sure. Next, we got Alabama. Alabama, 14.5-point favorites going to Mississippi State. Mississippi State has lost to LSU 41-14 at home. Last week, they went to South Carolina and lost 37-30. They beat Arizona at home 31-24, and they beat Southeast Louisiana, not Southwest, but Southeast Louisiana 48-7. Tell me why they're going to beat Alabama today, Keith.
Because they can't. I think Alabama's not really been playing attractive football games. They're even Ole Miss. I mean, that one that was a little sloppy. It seemed like from parts of the game I saw, it was kind of one of those games where Ole Miss just didn't put enough points on the board. But 17-3 over South Florida. And then before that, they lost to Texas by 10. Middle Tennessee State 56-7. Mississippi State, how many points is that again? Just let me give a score.
14.5.
14.5. Yeah. I'll say Alabama 27. Mississippi State. I'll say I'll say 14. I don't think that.
So you don't think they'll quite cover then?
No, because Alabama's just not really been lighting it up.
I'm going to disagree with him on this one. Saban, he doesn't even look at the scoreboard. He looks at how much they're favored by and adds those points on or subtracts them before the game starts. All his friends are betting money on the game, and I'm sure he's getting a lot of kickbacks on this. Alabama will cover 38-21. Next, we got UW Washington Huskies 18-point favorites go into Arizona. Washington has not put less than a 40 burger on anybody yet. 41, 43, 56, and 59. And they're going to Arizona today, folks. They went 41-7 in Michigan State. They beat Michigan State that bad. They're going to Arizona. They are going to absolutely maul them. 66-17. We're going to be looking for the 50-point win. I'm going to say a 49-point win. Washington easily covers 17. 18. 18. Yeah. Easily covers it. Now it's not even going. By the end of the first quarter, that'll be done.
I'll say 45-17.
All right, so you got them covering as well. All right. Then our final game of the day, Nevada, is going to Fresno State. Fresno State's top 25 team. And let's see.
Nevada doesn't have a win yet.
Nevada doesn't?
No. Lost to USC 66-14. Lost to Idaho 33-6. That's almost worse.
Fresno State beats Purdue
31-24. Now, I don't know how they gave Kansas that good of a game after getting bombed by Idaho.
Yeah.
And then Texas State, they played on the road against them and lost 35-24.
Fresno State beat Purdue in Purdue by 4. They beat Eastern Washington at home by 3. They shut Arizona State out 29-0. And then they beat Kent State last week 53-10.
Yeah.
Having said all that, I'm just not sold on this team. I think Nevada comes out today and actually will play better than a lot of people think. It is going to be 41-27 Fresno State, and they don't cover. Keith.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds
24 and a half.
Yeah, it's hard to see them covering that. You said 41-27 or something?
Yeah.
Now that sounds pretty good. I'll say 41-23. I make it 26. I'll go 1 point under you just to make it a little different.
Okay, 40-26. Okay. How bad do you think Tulane beats UAB today? I don't know that Tulane team very well. Tulane football. Let's look and see what they can do. They got UAB. They are 3-1. They're not ranked right now. Tulane is not. They beat South Alabama in Tulane 37-17. They lose to Ole Miss 37-20 at home. They went to Southern Miss and beat Southern Miss 21-3, and they beat not quarter, not dime, not penny, but Nichols State 36-7 last week. So the Blazers are UAB. Let's see, UAB football. They've only won one. I understand that. And they gave Georgia a game for a little bit last week. They really did. UAB beat NC-A&T, North Carolina A&T. That's phone company, I think. North Carolina A&T. That's a phone college, folks. That's the one where you don't have to go to the college. You don't go even on the computer. You just get on the phone and tell them your answers. I like Tulane pretty soundly in that game. I think they win by at least 20. I like Tulane today. They're at home. Yeah, they win that game. DeMarco. I think they win.
Let's see. I was looking at
about 9 minutes to kickoff time, folks.
Yeah, Tim's always bringing up the scoregami thing. I was trying to find a list of maybe the three scores that we could try to
Scorigami with.
Yeah, maybe say they have a chance of going down.
College has had
I don't know where he goes to see that.
college has had more different scores than pros just because they've got 10 times the amount of schools. I mean, there's a lot more schools out there playing every week than there is, pro football games. And most you ever get in a week 16. Hell, by 4 o'clock, you've had 25 college games already played. Maybe 40 or 50. You've had a lot.
I got to a Scorigami page. I don't know how to read that though. I was hoping that they'd just kind of give some of the lower median scores that have never happened before, but
Yep.
without going nuts.
And before we leave, let's see if we can finish a 5-minute immaculate grid, guys. See if you guys can help me out. See if you can help me out. We're going to do football. We're going to do pro football. Okay? Immaculate grid pro football. All right. Who has played for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys? Chiefs and the Cowboys.
When I first saw that, I thought, "Oh, that one shouldn't be too hard." But no,
you done looked at that one today?
I haven't done it yet. I just opened it up just now.
Oh, okay. Chiefs and Raiders. Would that be Marcus Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Marcus Allen? 46%. Kansas City Chiefs, Tennessee Titans. Now, I don't guess you could go with Oilers there. I think it's got to be Tennessee Titans.
Go with Oilers.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
Immaculate grid. Who is also a Cowboy and a Chief? Was Warren Moon a Chief and a Titan? Really?
I didn't remember him being.
He
was an Oiler. He was an Oiler, and then he was a Chief.
I didn't realize he was a Chief. 20%.
I didn't either, but I remember Tim and I were talking about that.
Chief Cowboy. How about that? Chiefs and Cowboys.
Yeah, that was
Don Meredith didn't play for the Chiefs, did he? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Chiefs, Cowboys.
I mean, Cowboys, Broncos is simple.
Cowboys, Broncos. Let me think. Well, if he played for Dallas Texans, that would count, I think.
What you got to think of as a running back that finished his career with Denver?
Did he play for the Dallas Texans? Did he? And then play for the Cowboys. Dallas Texans became the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Don Meredith. Let's see if Don Meredith.
No, Don Meredith was a first draft pick for the Cowboys.
All right. We won't go that route then.
I think he was the very first.
All right. Okay. Cowboys, Broncos.
Yeah, that one's an easy one for me. Yeah, Tim just gave it away.
I didn't realize Dorsett played for him.
Yeah, right at the end of his career.
9%. Broncos, Raiders. That's got to be easy. Broncos, Raiders, got to be. Somebody's got to be done jumped over from team to team there. Broncos, Raiders.
My mind always goes blank on the NFL ones. Tim remembers that stuff.
Randy Gradishar. Did he ever play for the Raiders? I know he played.
I'm still mad that I didn't get the one from the Raiders Browns a while back. That one, it's like I couldn't get it. And then Tim gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, of course, that's so easy."
Who was it?
Lyle Alzado.
Oh. Broncos, Raiders. Broncos, Raiders.
Speaking of which, when I woke up this morning, I had YouTube playing all night, and I had been playing NFL Top 10 shows, and then when I woke up, the 1980 playoff game between the Raiders and Browns was playing. I fell asleep, woke up again. But anyway, I got near the end of it. They mentioned Lyle Alzado had the flu, and he wasn't playing that day. I don't even know what team he was on that year, but
Right.
probably the Raiders.
Raiders 10,000-yard passers. I don't think Stabler threw 10,000 yards for him.
Over his career, he should have.
You think so? It says for a career. All right. He didn't
Jay
play
Schrader.
that.
Try
He
Jay
didn't play
Schrader.
that long.
Try Jay Schrader.
Ken Stabler, he did. Tennessee Titans, that'd be one. Well, we can't put Warren Moon now. We already got Warren Moon there. You can't put him down twice, can you?
I guess Jay Schrader, and it's 0.7%.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, it doesn't have to be just with the Raiders. All right, the Titans. Has Tannehill threw for 10,000? He almost had to have.
Who?
Ryan Tannehill.
I don't know. I would think McNair did.
Yeah. McNair did. Yep. Raiders, Broncos. Who the hell played for both of those teams? We have about 3 more minutes, guys. Raiders, Broncos, Oilers, Titans, Moon, Stabler, Chris Chandler. Okay. Broncos, Raiders, Broncos, Titans. Broncos, Titans, too.
Oh, yeah, Stabler did play down there, too.
Yeah.
Like I say, when it comes to the football one, I'm terrible. Usually, like a player, I might remember one of the teams he played for, but after they've moved around, I don't remember where they go.
Right. Broncos, Raiders. Chester McLaughlin. All right. .9%. Oh my gosh. How about that? Titans, Broncos. Titans, Broncos.
Yeah. Was there Lorenzo White or something? Or I'm trying to think of running backs they had back in the 80s. Who was it they had with Rozier? And there were a couple other guys they drafted. I think they drafted a guy out of Michigan State. Maybe that was, maybe that was Lorenzo White or something. But Rozier was out of Nebraska. It seemed like they had 3 guys that were guys at the time in the 80s, I knew that what colleges they played for. I was just wondering maybe one of them might have played for one of those.
Billy White Shoes Johnson. Did he ever play for the Broncos? Billy White Shoes Johnson. He played for the Houston.
Yeah. He played for Atlanta.
I'm not sure he did play for Denver.
Europe just got the third match.
Oh, geez.
10.5 to 4.5.
Dallas and Kansas City. I'm still trying to think of that one, too. Dallas, Kansas City, Denver, Tennessee.
I was wondering, were there any players from those early 90s Cowboys that got picked up by Kansas City or Denver as free agents. I know that Brown was picked up by the Raiders, but that isn't one of our categories. The Super Bowl MVP.
I ought to know this. Broncos, Titans, Raiders, Cowboys. We don't need Raiders, Cowboys. We need Chiefs, Cowboys.
Oh, that's what he was saying when I said Larry Brown. I knew that, but it was just I was trying to think of guys from the early '90s Cowboys that might have left as free agents. Where they might have went. Oh.
Broncos, Titans. I'm going back thinking about some of those Oilers teams from back in the 80s. Let me think. Some of those backup quarterbacks and shit like it.
Excuse me.
Tom Tupa? No, I don't think so. I don't think Tom Tupa played for the Broncos. Tom Tupa. Nope. He was a punter and a quarterback. Danny White, North by Southwest. He didn't never play for Kansas City, though.
Well, not that I remember.
North by Southwest.
I can't.
Oh,
Did Okaboom play for Denver? Or?
Kansas City and Dallas. That's what we gotta have.
Oh,
Denver.
that's right. We got Dorsett.
Denver and Tennessee.
Did Steve Ballure ever play for the Chiefs?
I don't know. That's a good name name thought. Steve Ballure.
He did.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Ballure. Tennessee and Denver. Tennessee and Denver.
Yeah.
Damn.
No,
How about kickers? How about kickers?
Yeah, I don't think.
Morton Anderson. No, not Morton Anderson.
Must have Del Greco or something.
Right. Someone played 15 different teams.
I tried that for Chiefs Titans. I was thinking that we played for both them teams.
Who?
Del Greco.
But he didn't. Titans.
I don't think Blanda ever played for
Denver.
You already. It was Tennessee, Denver, your last one.
Tennessee, Denver, yeah. What's up, Larry? Notre Dame, he says, wins tonight. I think they do too.
Did you get a Raider Bronco?
Raider Bronco, yeah. Chester McLaughlin.
Oh,
0.9%. Bronco Titan. Wow. It's got to be a kicker, dude. It's got to be a kicker. I'm going to take one guess in just a moment.
I guessed Lorenzo White just out of as a chance. It didn't work.
No.
My rarity score was 304. That's probably not too great. I'm looking at names. See if there's anything that I should have known.
Touchdown USC already.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, it's going to be right tough there. I'm going to give one guess here. There is a kicker you could pick for Denver, Tennessee. Not Al Del Greco. Who was that? Who was that barefooted kicker they had years ago?
Elam?
Jason Elam, but did he ever go to Tennessee?
There's one running back that you might be able to get.
Bale. Greg Bale?
No.
Rich Carlos. Rich Carlos. Now,
Carlos, what did I say?
Tony Franklin. No, I was thinking Rich Carlos. Now, did he ever go to Tennessee, though? Did he ever go to Houston? Rich Carlos. Tony Franklin was in.
No,
Tony Franklin played in Philadelphia. Where else did Franklin go to play? Was he with Kansas City? I believe maybe he was at one time. Rich Carlos. Do I go with that pick, though? Shit.
There's a running back from the early 2000s.
Think of a former pro wrestler.
There was a running back from the very early 2000s.
Steve Montgomery. Michael.
But there was a running back from the very early 2000s. He was kind of a guy they'd give the ball down by the goal line, I think, a lot of times. He also played for Buffalo.
I want Lorenzo White.
No, he played for Buffalo most of his career, and then he played a couple years in Tennessee and one in Denver.
Did he like catch? Did he catch a lot of passes at the backfield, or was he mainly a running back type runner?
I don't remember him. No, he only averaged like 1.6 receptions a game.
All right. Alan Shaw wants a link in here. All right, Alan Shaw.
Yeah, he's got to give us our Incarnate Word updates.
He's got to give us at least the Scrabble match solution for the day for the halftime show. I gotta get me some soda. We'll send him 5 just to fill his mailbox up.
There you go.
Who am I going with, guys? I gotta think of somebody I want to go with. I don't want Lorenzo White. Lorenzo White ain't it.
Well, you know the Titans have a running back now that has a last name that's
Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the big boy they got running for them? One that can run for about 2,000 yards if you get out of his damn way. What is his name?
Well, there's another running back with the same last name that satisfies.
Denver. Hey, how about Wahoo McDaniel? Wahoo McDaniel.
Wahoo McDaniel. What, are you just making stuff up now?
Yeah, you ain't never heard of Wahoo McDaniel?
No.
Check him out. Wahoo McDaniel.
It works.
Does it?
Try it.
Wahoo McDaniel. How about that? He was a wrestler.
How much was it?
167 is what I got my score.
I would have never got that. I don't even know that guy.
Is that good?
I think so.
I don't know. Hey, he didn't tell me to try it too. He didn't say try McDaniel. Did you see him say try McDaniel before I said it? I didn't. I said it first, and then I saw him say try McDaniel.
And you said it, and then I looked at the list.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just said it. Now, have you done baseball for the day?
Well, I usually done baseball today.
Hold on. Usually around 100 is where you want to be. All right, let's try baseball for the day. All right, folks.
Man, my side is just the rows are just
full of stuff, Hall of Fame and stuff. All right. My first one, I'm gonna put Atlanta. I'm gonna put wow, Hall of Fame. I'm gonna put Greg. Well, I don't want to put Greg Maddux because I put Greg Maddux. I want to put. You don't put Dale Murphy because he ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Red Schoendienst. Try Red Schoendienst because he played most of his career with the Cardinals.
I got one. Who was the guy that played third base for him back in the day?
Yeah, 0.2% for Schoendienst. What was that?
Really?
First base?
No, third base. Who was the guy that played first base way back in the day?
Third base, you'd probably have Eddie Matthews.
Yeah, Eddie Matthews. Let's try that. 8%. All right, I'll go with that. Atlanta All-Star.
There's so many of them.
Well, you got to find somebody that nobody else would be willing to do. We ain't going with Chipper Jones.
Rick Mailer.
Do
you think Rick Mailer ever was in the?
I don't know, but how about
Bruce Sutter?
Jeff Blauser?
Steve Bedrosian.
Jeff Blauser. I think he made the All-Star team.
I know it was Bedrosian.
You do that. I want somebody that.
But I don't know if he was a Do they have to be with the team when they made the All-Star game?
I would say yes.
Jeez. They had a lot of closers like Gene Garber and
Yeah.
Bruce Sutter.
Who is? Have you sent the invite by USPS? No, Pony Express. Yes, he has to be with the team for the All-Star.
Bob Horner would be one, right?
Bob Horner, yeah. Ken Obergefell, maybe. I don't know. Jeff Blauser. I will say Jeff Blauser.
When did the All-Star game start? That's because you could go back to like when they had Warren Spahn or Tommy.
Jeff Blauser, 0.8%. Jeff Blauser. He made the All-Star team once.
Yeah.
20 win seasons. Well, we know 1933 for the All-Star game. We know Greg Maddux. We know Tom Glavine,
Warren Spahn,
and we know also Smoltz, John Smoltz, 120.
Johnny Sane.
Did Rick Mailer ever win 20?
I don't know if anybody in the 60s, like LeMaster, Denny LeMaster.
Somebody in the 70s or 80s did do it when they sucked. But who was it? Who would it have been?
Phil Niekro. That's why I'm going to go with Phil Niekro.
Is that who you go with? All right.
6%.
Ain't bad. Gaylord Perry? Nah. 20 win season. Wow. Oh, yeah. I ain't going with Maddux. Maddux is. Let's see.
All-Star. I'm trying to think the name of that catcher that got blown up by Pete Rose.
You talking about Atlanta's catcher?
No, for Cleveland. Come on, Cleveland.
Oh.
Who was the name of their catcher that got blown
You can go to Boston Braves if you wish. Oh.
Or Milwaukee Braves. Yeah, Fosse.
Right. Let me push. Let me push him 2 more to Al. Alan Shaw. Come along, Alan Shaw. Damn. Oh, man. 20 game winners. Doyle Alexander ever win 24?
I could have.
Doyle Alexander. He was right on the cusp, and then they traded. He's asking, did you get a Braves All-Star already put in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with Warner. I got 2%.
20 game plus win season. It was somebody 81, 82, 83, 84, somewhere along there. Rick Mailer, Doyle Alexander, Raphael Furcal, 1%. Yeah. I went with Blouse of 0.8%. I just thought, Alexander may have just won 18. You may be right. So is all the 20-game winners well known, guys? Spawn, Maddox, huh?
Kansas City Hall of Famers, I only know of one. I mean, there are probably other players that went in there that made it.
You talk about George Brett?
Yeah.
Dan Quisenberry.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I think so. 20-game winner, I'm going to go with. Have they had one recently? Strider didn't win 20. And
Spawn.
Remember the Spawn poem? And could you?
What that is.
Another one. I don't know the Spawn poem. Do you know it, Keith?
No.
I don't know it either.
See, Tim thinks we're smart, Morton.
Look, if I didn't watch a game, I don't replay them. I don't do replays of shit from back in the 60s, 50s.
Oh, Spawn and Sane and Pray for Rain. Johnny
Spawn
Sane.
and
Johnny Sane.
Is that Sane, yeah.
Spawn and Sane and Pray for Rain.
Yeah. Johnny Sane. 2%. All right. Cleveland Hall of Famer. That could be an Indian, I guess, too.
Yeah.
That third baseman of those a few years ago, back in the 80s, he didn't make it. He was a good ball player. Corey won his name. What the fuck was his name? 28, number 28. I remember him just like he played yesterday. He was a strong son of a bitch, but I don't think he made the Hall of Fame. But he was an all-star. What was that kid's name? Man? Tim could help me out with names now. Number 20, third baseman. Shit. What was his name? I want to say he's number 28 for Cleveland. Third baseman. He was built like a oak tree.
Right.
Third base, 80s, early 90s. Not Tomey. No. Not 20. He was Tomey. Brooks Jacoby. Yeah, Brooks Jacoby. He was an all-star. Let me put him down. I think he was. Brooks Jacoby.
It was just Brooke, I think.
Brooks Jacoby. Let's see if he makes it. Brooks Jabroni. Not Brooks Jabroni. Brooks Jacoby.
Where's Allen? Did he not get his invite?
Yeah, he got his invite, but he's whining. I don't know where he's at. Brooks Jacoby. He must have got banned by baseball because they ain't even got a name of him up here.
Brooks. It's Brooke, not Brooks.
Oh, is it Brooke Jacoby?
Yeah, it's not Brooke.
Ah, that's why. And he is an all-star. 0.4%. Yes. Alan, I sent you 3 times. I'm going to send you a 4th time now. This time I'm sending 6. Your mailbox is going to be full. Brooke Jacoby. Okay. Yeah. Cleveland Hall of Fame. Oh, you got to wait. You got a few ways you can go about that one. Alan Shaw. A-L. He's got to talk about the Ryder Cup a little bit.
I got 122 on baseball, so that's not too bad.
Did you? 3 more coming to you, Alan.
Oh, shoot. Now I see one.
That's my Indians Guardians All-Star by percentage. Okay, let's see. Cleveland Indian Hall of Famer.
Is one I wish I'd have guessed because I knew he was there. I forgot.
Indians All-Star was Lynn Barker. Okay. 0.4%. Okay. My All-Star was Brooke Jacoby, 0.4%. 20 win season.
If you can guess for the Royals Hall of Famer who their first, I think it was their first DH, maybe not the very first game, but like the guy that was their main DH the first year.
Steve Jabroni. I mean Steve Balboni. Steve Balboni.
No,
Yes.
this was 1973.
Oh, Steve Balboni, everybody's favorite.
Man,
Steve Baloney, Gelbroni.
I knew he played there.
20-win season for Cleveland. There's ways you can go about that one. There's a few.
All-Star was Len Barker. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
I went with Fonzie, which is 0.6. My Hall of Famer, I went with the Napla Joy, which is like 6%.
Cleveland Hall of Famer.
Oh, it was 70. Okay, he wasn't the first. Okay, that was the year. 73, the Royals had a different. So, the 1975 DH that the Royals had. That's the one that.
Hey, guys.
The one that I wish that's the one that Tim's alluding to.
Oh, he went with Steve Carlton for Indians. Steve Carlton for Indians Hall of Famer. How about that shit? Wow,
He was there, I guess. Yeah, but
he was there. What, a year or 2 years? I think it was just one. I think he was only there 1 year.
Incarnate words off this week, Alan?
Don't know. I've not seen any results because I've not got the app this year.
Oh,
Frustrating them after losing last year.
Cleveland Hall of Famer. Carlos Santana is not. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
He could play a damn good guitar, though, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana.
He's off.
Let's see. Who else did Cleveland have come around and pitch for him?
Neil Heaton.
He's not a Hall of Famer. Shit.
He blew.
Hey, did old Dodger Curley back from 77,
he did
78.
Feller back in the day, and
77, 78. The guy for the Dodgers. Did he ever come to the Indians and play? What the hell was his name?
Hershiser did, yeah.
Hershiser played for the Indians.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible Hershiser.
In the World Series in '95.
Oh, okay.
97 too.
Oral Hershiser. He's not a Hall of Famer, though.
Oral. He didn't really. I mean, he had that great year.
Did Sutton come and play for the Indians there at the end? Did Don Sutton? He didn't pitch for the Indians. I thought he pitched
for the Indian. Tim would know, but I don't remember that.
No new grooming of any soccer players over there in England. No, that's good. Damn! If they didn't come out to play the Ryder Cup, son of a bitch.
Well,
it's over. It's over.
What do you want when half your players won't go across and do the practice rounds?
Do what?
Well, half the American team didn't go across to do the practice rounds, did they?
Well, they wouldn't pick off the live golf. They wouldn't take Dustin Johnson, an obvious top 12.
No, but the players that are here, about 5
or 6
wouldn't go. They wouldn't go.
Think of a starting pitcher who became a closer for the Indians. I don't know. Their closers are good. Kansas City Hall of Famer. Frank White ain't a Hall of Famer, is he?
There's only 4 of them.
Only 4 Kansas City Royals.
Yeah.
No shit, really?
And 3 of them didn't play much of their career with the Royals. 3 of them barely, well, in fact, 3 of them only played 1 year each with the Royals, it looks like.
So Brett is pretty much their Hall of Famer.
Yeah. But there's one that played for the Giants
Dennis Eckersley.
and the Cardinals. There's one that played for the Twins. And there's another one that played for the Giants and
Not Dennis Eckersley.
Mariner.
Dennis Eckersley.
Not Dennis Eckersley. No, not Dennis Eckersley.
I don't think he won 20 games in his career, did he?
It's not Dennis Eckersley.
Yeah, Eckersley was a
He
starter.
pitched for
the
other
Indians.
teams. He pitched for.
Yeah, Eckersley was a starter for the Indians.
He
became a
pitched.
closer
Oh,
for the Athletics. He was a starter for the Red
oh,
Sox.
he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I remember watching him at
2%.
Stadium.
Yeah.
And that useless waste of time. Bob Foss's.
Kansas City All-Star. I will go with White on that. What's his name? Second baseman. I said
Frank White.
Frank White. I'm going with him. 4%.
I went with Willie Wilson, but I don't remember what the percentage was.
Kansas City 20-game winners. Oh boy.
I went back to the 70s for that one.
Yeah.
I could have went back. Even.
How about Lefty? How about the Lefty for Kansas City back in the early 80s? What the hell was his name? What was his damn name? not Viola, but what was his damn name?
I don't remember who their lefties and righties were.
Tom. Was it Thompson? No. John. What the hell was his damn name? Kansas City's left. He was a lefty for the Kansas City. Oh shit! He all he threw was knuckleballs and screwballs and shit. That's all he was. Lefty. What the hell? If you go lefty for Royals in the 70s, you would be good. Yeah. What the hell's his name though? Son of a bitch. What is his name?
Didn't Saberhagen play for KC?
Yeah, he didn't win 20 games for him. I mean, I don't know, he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he was an All-Star, but that's it.
No,
20 games.
They don't have any pitching Hall of Famers, rather.
Paul Splittorff.
Actually, yeah, they do. They have one pitching Hall of Famer.
That's a great name. I think I might change mine to Split Off.
Yeah, Splittorff.
He's
got to play radar. Paul Splittorff's the guy that played radar on MASH.
He had a Rich Gura
Rich
Gale?
Rich Gale, yeah.
Rich Gale and Larry Gura, or maybe it was.
Larry Gura. Larry Gura. He was the lefty I'm thinking about. He's lefty. They saying Splittorff, but I thought Larry Gura won 20, but he must not have. But I'm gonna try it. Larry Gura. He probably didn't.
I went with Dennis Leonard.
Larry Gura did not win 20. All right. So I only got one more guess. I got a 20-game winner for Cleveland, 20-game winner for Kansas City, or the Hall of Famer. The Hall of Famer is easy. If I want to put that Hall of Famer up there, I just put Brett up there. I know that.
Didn't they have a guy called Gubritz or something?
Gubazar. Mark Gubazar. Mark Gubazar. Yes. I'm putting him. Gubatsa. Mark Gubatsa. Yes. Gubazar. Yes. Yeah. Gubatsa. That is. That's what's his name. That's what's his name's name.
Your Hall of Famers for the Royals were George Brett, Orlando Cepeda, Harmon Killebrew, which is the one I should have guessed.
Never would have got that either.
And Gaylord Perry. And I don't
Gaylord, great name.
83.
I never. 224 is what I scored. That was really bad. 6% for Mark Gubazar.
How many points get added to your score for a miss?
I like 100, I think.
And what's the worst score you can get?
10,000. No, I don't know.
I don't think it'd be that high.
All right.
100 for a miss.
Oh, how about this one? Son of a bitch. Boy, oh boy.
So what's up with Alan's world these days? You still remodeling your home?
Oh, God, yeah.
So what room is it you're working on right now?
Well, I've just primed the wood on the hallway and the stairs. So I've got to paint it. I've got to put gloss on it tomorrow, and then we can have the carpet fitted. Okay. And that's the upstairs done.
And you got a good deal on that?
What? On what? On the work?
So I guess not.
I suspect was spent about 40 grand so far.
In pounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only taken us just under 2 years.
So your bathroom is done. Your kitchen is done.
Yeah, we've had all the walls upstairs lined so that they're now insulated.
Now, do you got like a real fancy toilet paper holder or something in your bathroom, or do you just kind of put the roll on top of the? Yeah, use your finger. And you just spin it off of there.
No, I wouldn't buy toilet paper.
Oh, he'd stick his finger up his ass.
Oh, no.
I miss you guys.
That's wrong.
I miss you guys.
Send him some baby wipes or
That's
something.
him.
No.
Some things are called the American way. That's a European way,
yeah,
right?
Baby wipes. No, she'd scream.
You got a bidet?
No. Well, I have. If I stand over the sink, like, you know, I'll do an handstand in the shower. Actually, thinking about it, because we've got one of those like long curvy things from the shower that, you know, an extension.
It runs down your back and into your hair.
These long curvy things.
Yeah, it's got a second like handheld thing, so I could use that as a bidet, couldn't I? No. Go and do my business, stand in the shower. Mind it. I like the water hot, so you know, could end up with burnt testicles.
Well, yeah, that could kind of give you a shot.
Oh me, boy, oh boy! All right, this one right here has no. This has no teams on it. Okay. Who has ever got 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases, along with 200 hits in the same season?
Well, say that again.
30 with 200 hits in the same season. 30 home runs,
30 stolen bases.
30 stolen bases, 200 hits. Nolan Arenado? I don't know.
Darryl Strawberry.
Darryl Strawberry did. I don't think he ever got 30.
Seiko wouldn't have had that many hits, and I don't think Ichiro would have had that many home runs.
No. 30-30. Oh, is any chance?
Mike Schmidt.
No, he can get 30 stolen bases no time. Is there any chance that
There's only one guy that's ever done it.
Bonds? How about Bonds? Did he do it?
Is there only one guy that's ever done it?
I don't know, but it's just,
I don't know if
it's
Bonds ever
immaculate.
got that many hits because he walks so darn much.
200 hits, 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases
In one season.
in one season. I know it won't. I know Canseco never got 200 hits in a season. He done a 30-30 thing,
And then
but
it
he
would
did
know kind of what era that was. I mean, you got
30-30.
back to,
Oh,
we went back way back.
it don't have to be in the same season. Oh, I thought it had to be in the same damn season.
What are you looking at, Rob?
This grid, it's all no teams. It's all
An immaculate grid?
yeah.
What is? They just come up with a new one
Look,
for today?
look. It's not for today. It's I went back and checked one about 6 months ago,
Oh, okay.
but it's no teams. It's all just that.
Oh,
So somebody had to hit 30 and 30, and also get 200 hits even in any season. Do you think Bonds ever got 200 hits in any season?
I don't know, man. That's as much as he walked.
Wow. May not have. I know Canseco never did. He never got 200 hits in a season. So you got to think of somebody that was able to run and steal bases. I mean, run and hit home runs, rather.
Yeah.
But was able to get two. I think Nolan Arenado may have done it. Let's try it.
I never knew that he was a stolen base guy, but maybe.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
All right.
one guy that I'm sure of is Steve Belboni.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
never
I done lost my grid. Son of a bitch, I lost it. Damn it.
touched on USC.
You should
Oh,
know
ain't
this
that-
one.
Ain't that shocking? So now I
you
got
should
a
know
new
this
one.
Rob.
Touchdown USC 14-0. Padres
I know the answer to this, Rob. And you
30
should
30
know it.
and 30 and two,
Yeah.
200 home runs. I mean,
And you
200
should-
hits.
You should know it.
No more Garcia Parra.
No. Played for the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Yankees and the Red Sox.
Apparently.
Oh, I know.
Reed Ruth?
Not Wade Bars. Not Wade Bars.
No, Ruth.
2011.
Johnny,
What?
2011, apparently.
Johnny Damon?
Would you say?
Still
Where,
at Nick
would you
Basis.
say
2011, apparently it was.
2011?
Apparently.
It won't Ortiz. You didn't do it.
Oh, he was retired by then, wasn't he? Oh, that was his last
2011.
year. 2013 was his last year.
2011. All right. When they won the World Series in 12, hey, Mookie Betts.
J.E.
Huh?
J.E. is his initials.
J.E. Mookie Betts done it. Mookie Betts has done it. Hell yeah. Mookie Betts. I never even thought about that. J.E.
First name Jacoby.
Ellsbury.
Yep.
Jacoby Ellsbury did a 30-30 and hit 200 hits in our season.
Apparently.
Wow. Okay. I done lost that damn board now like a dumbass. See if I can find it again. How's Miss Joe doing?
She's not too bad. She's doing all right.
Good. Take me a couple days this week. We got a sale coming up. Getting rid of a lot of stuff. Bicycle, tools.
Are you on the Immaculate Grid site?
I was. Yeah.
Yeah. And you go to
I
previous grids, but you didn't know what number it was.
Yeah. I don't forget what number it was. It didn't even have a number on mine. All it just said was play now. Shit. That'll be interesting though if I go back to it because I ain't tried but one name in it. I tried Arenado, but I had no idea.
Number 125 doesn't have any teams.
How about the guy that played for the Orioles and hit 40 home runs, jacked himself up? What was that son of a bitch name? He was lead off. No.
Oh, you're thinking of Anderson, Brady Anderson?
Brady Anderson. I wonder if he done 30-32, and I bet he did. He jacked himself up real big at 1 year. I bet he did it. He was able to hit. He could hit the ball. I know it won't. I know it won't Wade Boggs because hitting most home runs he ever hit in a season was 26, but he did hit 26 1 year. And I want to say the most stolen bases he ever got 1 year was 18 or 19, so he never did get 30.
The soccer grid has, let's see, somebody that played for France and OGC Knights. Or Nice.
Oh, I never had seen the soccer one. Word can get that for us.
Yeah,
France and Nice.
France and Nice. Yeah.
I've got a clue.
He should have that one.
Nice and AS Monaco.
Oh, man. God. Who follows French football?
And
the
Nice
French don't
and
follow French.
Algeria.
All those people over in England.
We don't watch French football. It's crap.
The Manchester United American player. How about that? They ain't never had one.
Newcastle United FC in France.
West Ham and Chelsea.
And it's pronounced Newcastle.
Newcastle?
Newcastle. It's like
Newcastle? N-U-W-C-A-S-E-L. Newcastle.
Castle.
No, that's how they pronounce it up in Newcastle, the bloody Geordies.
Oh, really?
Pronounced Newcastle. Newcastle.
Do British people ever get in arguments about how to pronounce things with each other?
Yeah, because to talk crap out of them.
Hey, how you say
Scousers, like
how you say this word? S-C-H.
Yes, I did.
S-C-H-E-D-U-L-E.
Schedule.
Schedule. Well, schedule. They don't say schedule.
Yeah, we always say schedule.
And it's data, not data.
Data.
Yeah,
I did watch the grand final. Yes,
I'd probably use both of
it was
those.
a cracking game.
And anytime it's a great game, they call it cracking. It's a cracking game.
Cracking game, eh?
Yeah, it's a cracking game. Yeah, and
we got this word called. We got this word.
Whoa! When you own it on the soccer field and you fall down, you don't fall on the ground. You fall on the floor.
Yeah, it's on the floor.
Yeah,
and roll around like a big Jesse.
Yeah,
roll around like a big Jesse. Yeah.
Have you noticed that? They
we have indoor floors in America. We all have outdoor floors.
They run past somebody and the wind ruffles the shirt and they fall over like they're being shot. You see them on motorbikes in races, they fall off and they get up and go, bike's a bit knackered, and get back on the bike. And a footballer, it's like
that was a bit of a what? Knacky.
Knackered.
Knackered. What the f- is a knackered?
Shagged. Buggered.
Boogers. Oh, okay. Bug upside the head. Oh,
Not buggers as in nose buggers, no.
oh.
Not
what's wrong with-
working. Not working correctly. Damaged.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my motorbike's knackered.
Now-
He gets up and walks off, and he's just fallen off at 100 mile an hour, and some big buff who's run past a defender and kicked the ball too far falls over, and he's rolling about like he's being shot with an elephant gun.
Now, if we come over to your house and come visit you, me and Keith and my wife Darlene, you got to stay with us the whole time because you got to be like our translator if we speak to other people in England.
There's a good Yorkshire word, and it's
Well, all right,
chuff.
tell us that.
Chuff.
What's it called? Scoff.
Chuff.
Chaff.
Chuff.
Now, what
Chuff.
the hell is
CHUFF. Chuff.
Chuff? All right. You ain't even saying it like that's chuff.
Oh man, it means
CHUFF is chuff.
yeah.
CHOFF is chaff.
It means a plethora of things. It's brilliant. Like
Really?
you know,
Really?
like
Can you,
if you're
can you
if
say
you're
it?
amazed by something, you can say, "Well, chuff me! Look at that!" You know.
Oh,
Or-
okay.
Or if you want somebody to go away, you can say,
Go
chuff
chuff
off.
yourself. Go
Chuff
chuff
off.
yourself.
"No, chuff
Go
off."
chuff yourself. Oh, okay. So it's
And
pretty
then
much
you've got
so it's
chuffing
like
out.
fuck you. It's kind of like fuck you then, except it's Cheffy. Or
No,
whatever.
it's go away.
Oh, but that's the
And
same
then
damn
you've got-
thing. When
then you've got-
American people in Walmart in the parking lot, they want you to go away. They don't say just simply go away. They tell you to go.
What
fuck
happens
yourself.
what happens if you mention that word to a prostitute?
Yeah, go Cheffy. Let's go
Yeah,
do
how
some
much?
Cheffy.
How much for a chuff? Which, funnily enough, leads me to it's better than a kick in the chuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But you've got chuffing hell. Now, that depends on what like. Chuffing hell, look at
Now-
the size of that.
Now,
Or if,
Now,
you're,
that-
if you're angry and somebody's done something you don't want to, you can go, chuffing hell, look what he's done. It's the same. It's a fantastic word.
oh,
If you
It
got
means-
some food laid out,
Yeah.
you can say, "This is the chuff."
you
And
go
if you're
into
not happy, you can be chuffed
Right.
off. Well, I'm really
you
chuffed
go,
off by
you go
this.
into the rough, you go into the rough part of town and you see three women on a corner, street corner, and you drive up and you say something like, I have a son in Sheffield. He's being groomed and for soccer. Would you like to assist him? Now, what would that mean if you want to assist him in grooming? And
That means
she's
you're probably going to get taken downtown to have an interview with the guys with badges.
And if you don't want to do something, you can say, chuff that.
chuff that.
Yeah, chuff that. I'm not going. Chuff that. I'm not going there.
How much trouble can you get to, like if you tell a cop that go chuff?
What?
Chuff
Tell
it.
you chuff off.
Yeah,
Mr. Shaw, we've come to arrest. Chuff off.
is that?
But
Is
you
that-
see, then you can say, well, I'm right chuffed, which means that you're happy.
But
It's
you
a
can't say
fantastic word.
you can't say you cussed him though. You didn't curse him because you said that.
True.
But would they arrest you if you said that to a cop?
Probably round here. Mine,
Oh, okay.
actually, probably not because I don't arrest anybody around here. Unless one of your
now-
lights out in your car.
Now, right now, where you're at is it what? Almost 6 o'clock.
Yep, get in there.
Dark. Oh, the sun's still shining now.
Yeah, it'll get dark in about an hour.
Okay, about like that for us. 7:15, something like that. 7. Yep. What's Keith? What's the score of the Ryder Cup right now?
Of the what?
Where's the Ryder Cup?
Oh, it's
10 and a half to
14. Wait, 11 and 10 and a half to 4.5. Yeah, 10 and a half to 4.5, I think. But the last group is tied.
We're playing.
Oh, okay. 10.5, 4.5. It's pretty much over, man. This thing is. And Sepp Straka has hardly played. I don't know what's going on with him. And we finding out Ricky Fowler. They go right straight to the captain. Is he hurt? No. Is he injured? No. Is he sick? No. And now we're finding out that's a total lie. That's a total lie. And I don't know why you got to lie about it. I think next Ryder Cup, I hope they do it, they have one alternate player to play. If it happens on either side, they should have to tell the opposite team. Let's say, for instance, this time we had Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley was going to play. He was going to play in place of Ricky Fowler. The only thing I think we ought to have to do is we're going to stick Keegan Bradley in the number 6 position on Sunday. That would allow the Europeans to put whoever they want to against Keegan Bradley, and then the rest of them we could uncover one by one. But they should be able to know if we, like I say, if we had somebody like that, they could match up with them the way they want to. I think that's the only fair way of going about it.
So on wordreference.com, chuff, which was the word of the day on October 14th of 2021, is a rude, impolite, or unmannerly person or someone reluctant to spend money. It can also be used to talk about
a tightwad.
And also about someone from the countryside. As an adjective, chuff means chubby or fat and also swollen with pride.
And that's
These were never very popular in the U.S. and are now somewhat dated in UK English, where slang meanings of chuff, which we'll tell you about below, have become much better known.
Nah, chuff that. It's garbage.
Is that CHOFF or UFF?
UFF.
That's chuffing
Everyone
rubbish.
was shocked that
There you go, another use of it.
Would be such
Chuffing
a
rubbish.
Okay. Now, I promise you, I didn't draw this. I don't know what that is. Somebody's got something really long hanging out, it looks like, right there in front, and the guy's smiling at it. You can kind of
that's his leg in it.
It looks like he was grooming too much.
Look, it's broken off. Look, it's broken off halfway out. Look.
Try Yorkshire language and chuff. That's the one you want. Yorkshire, yeah. It has a myriad of uses. It's a verb, it's an adjective, it's all sorts. You can be chuffed off. You can.
Makes it sound like it has to do with throwing up or vomiting.
No, that's chuck. You chuck your guts up.
Chuck up.
All right, here we go. British slang, Bagsy. Bagsy means shouting out. Bagsy means I'm going to sit in the front seat, just like somebody.
My Bagsy that seat, yeah.
Bagsy, yeah. Claiming shotgun on the front seat.
So, is there really a saying "arse over tit"?
Yeah. He went arse over tit. He fell over. Yeah.
Here's another one. Bog roll.
Bog roll, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Keith. No, don't do that. Keith,
let me give you a clue, Keith.
Bog roll.
What?
What's bog roll?
We want to know what bog roll is in England.
I'm giving you a clue.
Toilet paper?
Yes.
Toilet paper. Bog roll.
Well, I just happen to have bog as toilet.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, go and sit on the bog. Yeah.
That sounds funny enough.
Hence you need bog roll. or a bidet, or standing up in the shower on your handstands.
How about
Black
this one, Keith? Cheesed off. Cheesed off.
Oh, that's easy, that.
I don't know what that
I
was.
know it is for you, motherfucker. You from England. We ain't never heard of
Cheese
Damn.
off.
Pissed off.
somebody tell me they cheesed off. I'm like, okay, that's good for you, but no, it ain't.
I've
Chin
never heard
wag.
of Chelp either.
What?
Chelp.
Chin wag.
Chin wag. Go for a chin wag. We're having one now.
Friendly conversation. And
Yeah,
chin
we're having
wag.
a chin wag.
How about Chelp?
What?
Chelp.
What's that?
CHELP.
Chelp. Never heard of it.
Talking incessantly.
Chock-a-block. Chock-a-block.
Yeah, full up.
All right, Keith. What is chock-a-block? Any idea what chock-a-block means?
No.
Full of reporters during the birth of a royal baby. With chock-a-block.
It's when something's full up, like the train's chock-a-block. I can't get on it.
So it says cocker is term of endearment.
Me old cocker, huh? You mean?
Whoa. Say it again, just like what you just said that.
What? Me old cocker?
No, you didn't do that. Did at the end you went, like, okay.
Yeah, I
Get
said,
off
yeah,
my
it's like,
chock-a-block or
yeah,
something.
me old cocker. Yeah.
But
Me old cocker. Yeah.
you have to go like, like you mean, okay, like somebody.
Yeah. All right, me old cocker.
Like
In other
somebody.
words, are you all right, my friend?
Oh, okay, but I like that at the end, like somebody's pulling on my cock-a-waka or whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Cod swallow. How about that?
Yeah, codswallop.
The British tabloids calling out Kate Middleton's fingers.
Yeah.
Now see, it's got
for being
it's
the
got
same
C-
league.
It's like a load of Greta, isn't it?
Yeah.
A load
it's
of
got
Greta Garbo.
COIT is coat.
Coit.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the
Well,
coit.
that's close to coitus. almost.
Used to say that when you used to go to the disco. You said, "Hey, lass, get the coit with that's pulled." We used to call that in Yorkshire. That used to be called foreplay. That.
Gormless.
Gormless, yeah.
How about that, Keith?
Keith should know that one.
Which one?
Gormless. Gormless. Gormless.
You see, now in Yorkshire, you'd say, "You gormless chuff."
It means foolish or lacking intelligence.
Yeah, without gorm.
How about daft as a brush?
Daft as a brush, same thing as gormless.
Well, wait, Her Majesty's pleasure.
Prison.
Yeah, jail.
Yeah.
How about that shit? Her
They've gone on
Majesty's
holiday,
pleasure.
2 years holidays at Her Majesty's pleasure, or His Majesty's pleasure now, of course.
Kip. How about Kip?
Kip. I'm going for a kip. Huh? Go try and get a kip every night.
Going to bed.
Monji?
Monji. That a monji bugger thee.
Oh my goodness. Know your onions. Now what the fuck is that? Know your onions.
He knows his onions. He knows what he's talking about.
Fake coins to teach kids about money. If they
I've
learn
never heard the word.
they know their onions.
Yeah.
I've never heard the word parky used as cold.
Oh, it's a big parky, aye. Oh.
Maybe
getting
that's
back
where the
over
word
here.
parky came from.
Now this is totally different in England as it is in the US. Legless. Legless here means your ass is in a fucking in a wheelchair. But that don't mean that in England. Guess what that means? Legless. You got both your legs, but you're drunk.
Yeah.
Legless.
As the newt is also is the other words. As in pissed as a newt.
Do they actually use the word pudding burner?
Pudding burner.
Pudding burner.
How
The
about
woman
mint?
who goes out for a drink on Saturday or Sunday afternoons and is likely to burn her husband's Sunday lunch starter of the
Wait for
Yorkshire
them back.
pudding.
How about
Yorkshire
this,
pudding.
Keith? Minted. MINTED.
That makes it pristine.
No,
Rich
Rich.
person.
Oh,
You're a rich person if you pissed.
well,
We know
again,
it-
this is
we
another
know
one. It
yeah,
could
we know
mean,
we know what that means in U.S., but it don't mean the same thing in England, Keith.
well, it means
Pissed.
many things actually.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Drunk. You're right, Darlene.
But
You're drunk. Pissed.
but it also means that you're annoyed. Something happened and I'm pissed.
Scarborough warning.
Scarborough warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other words, stop doing what you're doing, or I'm going to give you a right good hiding.
Wow.
And a right good hiding is I'm going to slap you on.
Slapping some timber on. That one kind of makes sense.
Is that Scarborough warning?
Slapping the tumble and slapping the wood over here is a little bit different.
Oh, it's putting on weight.
Yeah.
Slapping the wood over here is totally different. Slapping the tumbles over there.
Yeah, the morning wood, the evening wood, the afternoon wood.
Slapping the wood. Slapping the wood.
Oh, well, there's the difference. See, you've just got a little bit of wood and we've got a timber.
Sling your hook. You know what that one is, Rob? Sling your hook.
Bugger off.
Fishing. Going fishing.
No, bugger off.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Sling your hook.
Yeah.
Oh, you going looking for women. Slinging your hook.
No. If somebody tells you to sling you up, they want you to leave.
Oh, really?
It's like chuff off.
See, we need to know this stuff when we were going because we'll say that to us. Yeah, sling your hook, and we'll be like,
Oh, all right.
"Where's the dock?"
American to come out with the pants down to the knees.
Yeah.
Sling your
We speak-
boys. All right. What the hell, right?
We speak the same language, but it's totally different.
Totally damn different.
Go on, give me another one.
Snog. How about that one, Keith? S-N-O-G. Snog.
Well, let's put it this way, Keith. You wouldn't snog Rob.
No.
Oh,
What was the
might. I
word
don't know.
again?
You might do. Good looking
Huh?
guy.
What was the word?
Snog. S-N-O-G.
That's
Come
like a
here,
hug.
you.
Do what?
That's like a hug or something, isn't it?
Not
Yes.
a bit more
Kiss
than
and
all.
making out. Kiss and making out. It was
Oh.
snog.
Guess who I snugged last night?
Is Trump really fart?
Starkers.
Starkers.
Yeah, I think I would have figured out.
according to-
I would have figured that out. Starkers. S-T-A-R-K-E-R-S.
I
Starkers.
thought what is the word? Oh, I forgot now.
Starkers.
Oh,
is
shag.
naked.
I thought shagging was to have sex.
Whoa.
No, we
This
ain't got that
one-
far.
We haven't gotten that far?
You have to get Starkers before you can go shagging.
Taking the piss.
Yeah.
There ain't no lie, Keith. That's one. That's something.
What ones?
Taking the piss.
Not taking the piss, they. Also, if you
Oh,
want to say
stealing the beer or something?
no, if you want to say
Giving them
if
a
you wanna
hard time. Giving somebody a
Oh,
hard
yeah.
time.
yeah, taking the
Taking
Mickey,
the piss.
extracting the urine.
Do you
How do you
right?
pronounce this? Wazik?
Wazzock,
Yeah.
A
Idiot.
tosser. How about a tosser?
tosser, isn't it? It's not tosser. There's no W in it.
Tosser. Tosser. T-O-S-S-E-R.
Tosser.
Not torser. Not torser.
Well, stop
No,
making
that-
stop making
tosser.
the O long then. It's tosser.
Tosser.
Yeah,
Tosser.
you
I don't
tosser.
think tosser.
Stop being
but
a
I don't
tosser.
think Tozer either. Tozer. Ain't no
Stop being a
damn-
tosser. Behave yourself.
How about a uni, Keith? Uni. Or una.
That's somebody that's like both genders.
No. That's what I would have thought too. Somebody plays both sides of the field, but no. Somebody going to college. A uni. Uni.
You're
Go
going
to
to uni.
university.
Yeah.
Did
University.
you know that? Did you know that
Uh-huh.
word?
Yeah, going to uni.
How about a Wazok? Wazok.
Wazzock. It's not
Wazzock.
Wazzock. It's Wazzock.
Wazok. How about that, Keith? Wazok. W-A-Z-Z-O-C-K.
I said
Huh?
that one. idiot. I just said that one a little.
Twit.
Ah,
Yeah,
but do you know what a wazzock is?
a twit.
No, do you know what a wazzock is? It really is something.
Mm-mm.
It's
What
it's
is
a bull's penis.
Oh,
All right.
You wazzock.
can you?
Toilet roll. Bug
You
roll.
don't slap a wazik then.
Slap me wazzock.
Slap me wood and slap me wasn't.
There's a song from the I think it was the 70s by a guy called Tony Capstick, who was a presenter on Radio Sheffield, and the lyrics to it, some of it went, "You big fat idle wart, you great useless parrot face wazzock."
I tell you what you should do. You should turn the radio on over there and tell them you're speaking to Americans right now, and see how much they can confuse us with saying, hello Keith, hello Rob, and we Wiki Waki and Willie and all that bullshit, and we'd be like, all right, me and Keith be trying to figure out what the hell he done said to us. That'd be fun.
Put wood in toil.
Put wood in toil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Put wood in the toil.
No, put wood in toil.
Put wood in.
Put wood in toil.
No idea.
Shut the door.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put wood in toil.
Close the door. Now, if somebody asked you to do that, put wood in toil, what would you do?
I'd tell him to chuff off. Do it the same.
I better Rob.
oh, me.
All right.
What would I do? I would say try fucking American. Speaking to me in American, not fucking English.
You stupid Yorkshire git.
Stupid Yorkie. Yeah.
So an oil is a hole or a place?
Oil. Yes, it's an
Oil
oil.
boy.
An oil.
Oil boy.
Doagos. You got no chance
Do
over
you use
here.
any of this terminology in St. Louis?
They had a great time. Half the time.
I know you had fun with like the word bint and stuff like that.
Yeah. Look at that. What an ugly bint she is, Me wench, me tart. Ah, lass. Me bird. Me bint.
I'm gonna get somebody on here one day. I want to get a soccer coach on here one day, and we gonna mess with him. We gonna mess with him and say, look,
Oh, it looks like Keith's got something interesting.
how many guys are you currently grooming for the new team?
So mash is also to brew tea?
Yeah, mash your tea.
Marty. Did we go over
Scrug your chiclets. You know what that means, don't you, Keith? Scrug your chiclets. Brush your teeth. Scrug your chiclets.
Marty is miserable.
Scrug your chiclets.
She's a Marty gip. Bint.
Scrug your chiclets.
Get in that kitchen and make me a brew, you Marty wench. And when you've done that, go for Chippy and get me some.
Laughed when you say that.
Hey, what happens when I say that? I get a good slap.
Not in the wood, though. Not in the wood.
Yeah, right.
You might get a kick in the
Not
wood.
only lumber,
There's no
not
chance of me
only
putting wood in toil then.
not on the lumber and not on the wood, please, ma'am. Oh shit! Incarnate word this week.
Word.
What's cack-handed?
Incarnate word?
Cack-handed.
Football.
Clumsy.
Oh. Are you cack-handed?
Nah.
Am I what?
Cack-handed?
Only if he uses his left.
I ain't fucking saying shit because I don't know what it means.
It means clumsy.
I was left-handed. Yeah. Well,
Although
hitting a
although it can be
baseball
good 'cause it seems like it's somebody else.
tennis racket, I can't hit a tennis racket left-handed. So, but I can actually hit a ball left-handed. I cannot throw one left-handed. You are left-handed, right, Alan?
No, I'm right-handed.
Okay, I thought you were left-handed.
My daughter is left-handed.
Yeah. Incarnate Word. They are 3-1. They lost to UTEP 28-14. They come back and beat Northern Colorado 42-7. They came back to beat ACU. I don't know who ACU is. 27-20. Then they beat the North American University 63-3.
Now that's what we need.
They're
We need a set of full set of college teams for second season football, so you can play anybody. That'd be good.
Incarnate Word against Southeast Louisiana. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Incarnate Word.
So the term beggar, if somebody calls you a beggar, that's not good, right? It's not.
Yeah. Well, he told him, yeah, silly bugger, beggar, or beggar or bugger, whichever one you want. In other words, idiot. Stop being a silly beggar.
I gotta get down here and go see my mom and dad. I gotta ride down the street. Dad's birthday's Wednesday, 90.
Wow.
Try to get him on here. I'll try to get him on
90
here.
on Wednesday.
Birthday's the 4th. And then I'm gonna take Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off work.
Clemson's out of Syracuse 14-7.
Which is USC? Last I saw, 21-0 already.
Let me see. I was just gonna turn it on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in there and watch some of that when I get back. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Oh, it's 27-7.
One cup some tea for last pop bint.
27-7 halfway through the second quarter.
Get that bean pie going now. Get that bean pie going.
We're having lamb.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mrs. Rob.
Bye, Darlene, Alan, Tim.
Talk again. See you later, Keith.
All right. Bye, Alan.
Cheers, buddy.
Talk to you later. Good seeing you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.